yes, we are at the SuperStar shakeup. I have been hyping this up for such a long time now, but we have been through 3 pay-per-views in our universe mode so far. We've been through Money in the Bank, Extreme Rules, and SummerSlam. So that means we've seen some great matches, but we can see even better matches if, the rosters were shaken up a little. Raw and SmackDown has had the same people for 3 months now. Let's just switch a couple of things up. So we just got finished with SummerSlam. SummerSlam just came out. I advise you guys to go watch it. It's pretty long of an episode, so you can just skip to the matches that you want to watch. It's really good matches. Like in the beginning, we see a Falls Count Anywhere match between Roman and Big E for the WWE title, or you can go all the way to the end to see Drew, AJ, Bobby, and Edge take on each other in a fatal 4-way match for the Universal Championship. All of it is so amazing on the card. If you want to watch it from the beginning to the end, you gotta get some popcorn, because that video is long. But this video will not be long at all. It's a SuperStar shakeup, which means 10 men from Raw will be going to SmackDown, and 10 people from SmackDown are going to Raw. They mean to say men, it's people in general. So in this SuperStar shakeup, we will be seeing Monday Night Raw going first. Champions are ineligible for this draft, so it don't matter if it's the women's tag team champions, the mid-card titles, no champions will be drafted. It's just like people who don't have titles, maybe some people who aren't doing anything, or some people who are at main event level, they just don't have a main event championship or a championship in general. Monday Night Raw will be going first, and we'll go back and forth until we hit 10 people. Tag teams are eligible, women's wrestlers, men wrestlers. You know the drill. So now, let's get into the WWE 2K23 Universe Mode SuperStar shakeup. The first person that's getting shooken up to Monday Night Raw is the rated R Superstar Edge. Okay, he was just in the main event of SummerSlam as well. And now the next person is Brock Lesnar. The Beast Incarnate is going to SmackDown. Okay, what first draft picks or first Superstar shakeup picks, whatever you want to call it. Now let's move on to the second one, which is AJ Styles. Monday Night Raw. Another person who was just in the main event of SummerSlam. Okay, so AJ and Edge both going to Monday Night Raw. Brock going to SmackDown. And now Braun Breaker, a former U.S. champion, is now going to SmackDown. He was just the U.S. champion, literally. He just lost the title at SummerSlam, aka spoiler. Now let's move on to number 3, which is the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Oh my goodness. That is the first female draft pick of the SuperStar shakeup, which I am not surprised by, because Charlotte Flair is the most decorated woman here. And now let's move on to SmackDown, which is the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. We just seen her at Extreme Rules competing for the Raw Women's title, where she sadly lost. Fourth person going to Monday Night Raw is gonna be the Street Profits. Okay, the Street Profits were literally just at SummerSlam competing for the SmackDown tag team titles, so now they couldn't get that gold. They're going over to Monday Night Raw, and now SmackDown gets Mr. Wrestling and KO Kevin Owens. We just seen this man also at Extreme Rules facing in a TLC match in the main event of Extreme Rules. Actually, he was competing for the WWE title, where he lost to Roman Reigns, sadly, but I can still see him doing big things over on the blue brand. Now let's move on to Raw, which chooses Solo Sikoa, which is a really interesting pick, because the rest of the members of the Bloodline is currently on Monday Night Raw, so a Bloodline reunion. And also, Solo Sikoa just got a big win on SmackDown, so he has some momentum behind him. And now SmackDown decides to pick one of the most decorated factions in all of WWE. It's the New Day. They were just at SummerSlam, where they lost their Raw Tag Team titles to the Usos, and now they cannot challenge for the Raw Tag Team titles as long as the Usos are the champions. So I guess they're going over to the blue brand to search some more gold. halfway through the shakeup, and Monday Night Raw decides to take the original bro and Matt Riddle. Matt hasn't been doing too much things over on SmackDown, so now that he's coming over to Monday Night Raw, you never know, we might see our RK Bro reunion, because Randy Orton is currently on Raw, but he is currently injured, but he should be coming back soon. And now SmackDown takes 619 Rey Mysterio. Rey hasn't also been doing big things over on Monday Night Raw. He did get a U.S. title opportunity at Extreme Rules, but that's the biggest thing he's done. And now Monday Night Raw decides to take the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey has been in 2 high-caliber SmackDown Women's title matches at Extreme Rules and at SummerSlam, so now she's going over to Monday Night Raw to see if things stick. And now SmackDown decides to take another faction in Toxic Attraction. Mandy Rose also had a match at SummerSlam, and she didn't come up tall to Bianca Belair. You see what I did there? Because people usually be like they came up short, and I said she didn't come up tall. You know what? You don't get it. Let's just move on. This SuperStar shakeup started amazingly with amazing picks like Edge, AJ Styles, Brock Lesnar, Braun Breaker, but now we are at the final 3 SuperStar shakeup picks for Raw and SmackDown. 3 for Raw, 3 for SmackDown. It's been great so far, but subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn those post notifications on if you want to see more amazing videos like this. And now let's get on to the final 3 SuperStar shakeup picks. The 8th pick for Monday Night Raw is gonna be Ilya Dragunov. Okay, I see you. Ilya was doing decent things over on SmackDown, but after Money in the Bank, we had that one-on-one match against Drew McIntyre for the Universal Championship. He kind of fell off, and now SmackDown is gonna have Alexa Bliss. Yes, the goddess. We haven't seen her since Money in the Bank when she lost to Becky Lynch, so you know, maybe Alexa can do some decent things over on SmackDown. For the second to last pick, the Red Brand decides to choose Alpha Academy. Alpha Academy has been pretty active. They got a SmackDown Tag Team title opportunity at Extreme Rules, and even after that, they began a program with the show-off Dolph Ziggler. Even though they got a couple wins in that rivalry, they got the Ultimate L reuniting the Dirty Dogs. But now for SmackDown, they decide to choose LA Knight. LA Knight is really over IRL, but he's not quite over in this game. Maybe on SmackDown, he can unleash and really become himself. And now the final SuperStar shakeup pick is Karrion Kross and Scarlett. You cannot forget about Scarlett, but that is interesting. Karrion Kross might be a sleeper pick, but I can see him do amazing things on Monday Night Raw. He can even go as far as to challenge Roman Reigns for that WWE Championship. I can see Karrion doing big things because he did big things on SmackDown. He challenged the Universal Champion at Extreme Rules. Even if he came up short, he did still challenge the champion. And now for SmackDown's final pick, it's another faction in Legado del Fantasma. You know, the crazy thing is Monday Night Raw had a lot of factions. They had the New Day. They still have the Brawling Brutes now. They had Legado del Fantasma. They still have, what's they called? Damage Control. They have so many factions, and they had Toxic Attraction. They don't have them no more. So now SmackDown wants a taste of those factions. They took 3 factions, which is crazy to think of. Legado del Fantasma was also just at SummerSlam. They took an L to the Brawling Brutes, and now the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus is getting a WWE title opportunity, and now Ridge and Butch are getting Raw Tag Team title opportunities. But you know, enough with the plugs. That is it for this SuperStar shakeup. It's been amazing. Can't wait to see the Raw after the SuperStar shakeup. I can't wait to see the SmackDown. I can't wait to see Clash at the Castle, which will be the next pay-per-view, and Hell in a Cell after that. We're gonna just be seeing fresh matches. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. But without further ado, tune into SummerSlam if you haven't watched it already, and tune into Monday Night Raw if it's already out. And without further ado, I said it already though, but goodbye.